Good morning. I am 5 minutes earlier today. As always, if you're watching in recording, you're welcome to fast forward or stay with us through our hellos. Good morning. The sound seems to be okay. Good morning, Gina. Good morning, Judy. I see that some other people are joining, but I don't see the names. So if you want to say hi, please do so in the comments. I'm going to check the sound again because I can hear stuff. All right, checking the sound. I can hear stuff. Oh yeah, the sound is good. Perfect. All right, it is time for us to start. And today I want to talk a bit about meditation being a long game. So it's not something that works instantly. It's a practice. Pema Chodron in her book How to Meditate says, if you could just meditate for 1 week and then boom, all your bad habits are gone, meditation would be the best-selling thing on the planet. It would be better than any drug, any spa, any hammock on a gorgeous island. It would be the optimum thing if you could just see all your mental habits clearly and just through 1 week or even 1 year be entirely free of suffering. But we have been developing our habits for a very, very, very long time. However many years old you are, that's how old these habits are too. And if you have a belief in reincarnation, then you're looking at many more years with these habits. So meditation is a patient process of knowing that gradually over time, these habits are dissolving little by little. And we don't actually get rid of anything. We're just committing to ourselves, developing clearer awareness, becoming honest about who we are and what we do. In basic meditation practice, we befriend ourselves and we cultivate this maitri, or unconditional friendliness towards ourselves. As the days, months, and years of our meditation practice pass, we also find that we're feeling more and more loving kindness toward others, toward ourselves, and the world in general. Again, Pema Chodron says, when I was a young student of meditation, I received a lot of encouragement from my teacher. He always referred to unconditional friendliness as making friends with yourself. And this felt very tricky for me because I always saw and felt things within myself that I wanted to avoid, things that were embarrassing, painful. I felt like I was making enemies with myself because so much of this difficult material would surface during my meditation. My teacher said that making friends with myself meant seeing everything inside me and not running away or turning my back on it. Because that's what real friendship is, right? You don't turn your back on yourself and abandon yourself, just the way you wouldn't give up on a good friend when their darker side begins to show up. When I became friends with my body, my mind, and my transient emotions, and when I was able to comfortably settle into myself more and more, and remember that takes time, then staying in the present moment in all situations became more possible for me to do. I was able in meditation to return to my breath and stop beating myself up. And I still have meditation sessions when I think or stress or deal with heavy emotions the whole time. It's true. However, after all these years, I'm definitely a lot more settled. Unlike before, the thoughts and emotions don't throw me anymore. If I sit down and my mind is going wild or I'm worried about something, I am just committed to staying with all of it, no matter what. And Pema Chodron continues, as you know very well, life is a continuous succession. It's great one day, it's lousy the next day. It's agreeable, it's disagreeable, it's joyous and blissful, and other times it's very sad. And being with all of that, being with this continual succession of pleasant and unpleasant, with an open spirit, open heart, and open mind, that's why I sit to meditate. And I just want to add, as Maria, that for me, the process of meditation is a process of quiet transformation. Actually, I even named my retreat and coaching company Quiet Transformation because I feel that this is the most important thing that happens through our commitment to befriend ourselves. As we meditate, yes, sometimes we get into these big aha moments, receive huge life-changing insights, but most of the time, it's just about this very mundane commitment to being with yourself no matter what. And though this process of being with yourself no matter what, and through this process of being with yourself, we get transformed little by little without even noticing it sometimes. But one day, something challenging happens, and we respond to it very differently than we would have 5 years ago. Maybe we respond with more compassion to ourselves or others. Maybe we respond with more patience. Maybe we respond by realizing that whatever happened is really no big deal. And that is the quiet transformation I'm talking about. Seemingly nothing major happens as you meditate, and yet now you're much more settled, much more centered, much more able to respond versus react. So now let's practice together with all of this in mind. As always, take a comfortable position and take a few moments to settle into your body. Remember the 6 points to pay particular attention to in your meditation posture: the base, your legs, your hands, your torso, your face, and your eyes. So find a nice and stable base, your seat if you're sitting up, or the whole back of your body if you're lying down. Feel your connection with the ground. Feel its support. Your legs, comfortable, crossed or not, either way, relaxed. Let your hands rest comfortably on your thighs or whatever other position feels most relaxing right now. Find the natural length of your spine without forcing, the natural openness of your heart. No struggle. Just letting the energy flow easily through your spine, through your whole body. Your face soft, relaxed. Maybe a gentle smile. Eyes may be slightly open, with your gaze downward and a bit in front of you. Or if that's not comfortable, close your eyes. Either way, it's good. No struggle, just sensing yourself being right here, right now. And everything flows easily through your body, your heart, and your mind. Check in with yourself. Where are you at right now? What is the strongest experience you are feeling at this moment? Can you contact this experience non-verbally? Just getting a felt sense of what's happening. Rest your gentle attention in your belly. softening the belly from the inside out. And continue staying here, feeling your breath, not watching it like a hawk, not concentrating too hard on the breath, just feeling, allowing yourself to be breathed by your body, letting the breath come and go. As you do this, note all the experiences of the present moment: sounds, smells, sensations, thoughts, emotions. And every time you notice that something yanks you out of this moment, out of the state where your mind is clear and awake, no judgment. Simply acknowledge whatever it is. Maybe it's an obsessive thought or physical discomfort. It's okay. Acknowledge it, note it, and come back to your practice until something else draws your attention away from it. No matter, you just keep coming back again and again and again. If you get hooked on some trigger, it can be an obsessive thought, it can be an uncomfortable emotion, maybe physical discomfort, whatever it is that's bothering you, remember to ask yourself, how much of this is really happening on the outside? And how much of this is produced by my mind? As usual, notice how you approach today's session, how you are responding to all these triggers. Are you able to meet whatever is happening right now with unconditional friendliness, with Maitri? Is it challenging? Is it easy? And whenever you notice that you are starting to beat yourself up for something, which will inevitably happen, see if you can interrupt this habit with a reminder that it's all okay. Nothing needs to be changed. You don't need to get rid of anything. All you have to do is come back to this moment and stay with yourself, no matter what. I want to complete our practice today with a passage from Bob Sharples from his book Meditation, Calming the Mind. He says, don't meditate to fix yourself, to improve yourself, to redeem yourself. Rather, do it as an act of love, of deep, warm friendship to yourself. In this way, there is no longer any need for the subtle aggression of self-improvement, for the endless guilt of not doing enough. It offers the possibility of an end to the ceaseless round of trying so hard that wraps so many people's lives in a knot. Instead, there is now meditation as an act of love. How endlessly delightful, and encouraging. So now gently let go of your practice and take a moment to scan your body again. What's happening right now? Physically, emotionally, mentally? How are you? As you go through your day today, continue to befriend yourself in all the little and big ways. Notice what triggers you during the day. And every time you get frustrated, angry, sad, or whatever the uncomfortable emotion is, ask yourself, how much of this is really happening on the outside? And how much of this is produced by my mind? Befriend your triggers. They show you how you're still being harsh on yourself and others. They show you how you are still engaged in the subtle or not so subtle aggression. Enjoy this exploration. Approach it as an experiment. And as always, I encourage you to share your insights and musings in the comments below the practice. And of course, to check out what your fellow practitioners have to share too. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a gorgeous day. I will see you on Saturday, and tomorrow be sure to connect with Lorna as she shares her breathing practice. Enjoy.